How does our Orphic education Cert 3 and 4 work? What's the introductory and overview before you get on the phone with somebody like me and get more information and maybe even sign up? Okay, what is the information you need to know right now about how our course works? So it's a multi-tiered system that we offer. So basically what that means is we have a combination of practical and online learning. Now, what we pride ourselves on is that we understand that a lot of students thrive and benefit from hands-on face-to-face practical classes. This is one of the biggest missing links within most Cert 3-4 providers. We do not offer online only. We do not. There's another video up here on why we don't, but we understand that students, coaches, is a personal, practical skill set and profession. Of course, you can operate online, and some of you may want to eventually do that. However, we believe the foundations need to be built upon building hard skills in person first, before working more remotely. Now, about our course. Practical hands-on classes. What we have here is 30 weeks of in-person, face-to-face classes that run for 4 hours once a week. So you can expect, depending on the location you're in, to go to your partner gym. So we have partnered with a variety of just amazing private facilities. Athletes Authority in Sydney, Woodford Sports Science Consulting and Bodyseek in Melbourne, Peak in Adelaide. And you can see all of the different locations on their website here. You just got to scroll down to the bottom of the courses page and you'll see all the intakes and the next running intake date. This represents when the next practical class intake will begin. Now, what you need to understand is very important is that you do not need to wait for this in order to sign up. These practical classes are here to supplement your learning and essentially give you the greatest possible advantage at your own education and, in this very flooded market and industry. How do you stand out? How do you actually develop a point of difference beyond all the other coaches in this industry who are just being churned in? We don't want to just churn people in and out. We want to give them the ability to come out with something really special. And we say that with a lot of care and pride because we want to make sure you guys are ultimately very prepared and confident and have a skill set that is well beyond the average PT who does a Cert 3 and 4. So we have those practical classes, but what is very important to understand is that when you sign up, you will begin on our online learning system. It's very important to understand this is not meant to replace in-person learning. This is meant to add as a framework and a foundation because you will go through a variety of different modules across your Certificate 3 and 4. This is 100% necessary and required amongst every single Cert 3-4 in the country. There will be an online learning component, right? You'll have multiple choice and short answer questions. You will have education material on there, which will provide reading materials and resources and a framework for understanding things like anatomy and physiology and programming, periodization and screening and assessment. And you guys can see on our courses page on our website, you can see the different modules and all the titles and what they're called. And so this you can begin immediately. You can sign up right now, today, okay, and essentially begin working on the foundations of your Cert 3 and 4. You have to complete all the assessments in this online learning in order to get your Certificate 3 and 4. This is a prerequisite. And then and the next intake begins, you will begin your practical hands-on classes. This is the really special content. Like I say that because this is where you guys actually get a chance to learn face-to-face, to work in a group together, to work with like-minded future coaches and students who get to challenge each other and problem solve actually on the floor, on the gym floor. You get to coach each other, program with each other, work with real clients, periodize and observe and cue different movement patterns because we have lower body and upper body compound lifting classes. We have accessory movement classes where we go through supplementary movements. And so we have many of these hands-on classes where you get the opportunity to actually, coach and build your skill set and actually confidence, because the first time you coach should not be after you do your Cert 3-4. you should have coached multiple times and be exposed to coaching yourselves and each other, and even real world clients, which we aim to be able to provide in our Certificate 3-4 experience, depending on the facility, where you actually get to coach real people, which is quite a unique thing that very few providers actually get to provide their students. But we understand it's pretty important. So we have intakes that happen recurringly depending on the location. You can see the course dates on our courses page. Again, you can begin the online now, immediately. Assessments are done online and in person. As the assessments that you will have, some of them are done in our practical classes, not all. Some are done online. And then some are done in your own. You will choose to go out and you can learn under any Cert 3-4 or diploma certified coach, and you can do your assessments as well through them. We encourage you to get a diverse array of experiences where you can be exposed to different gyms and different coaches. So we definitely encourage that, okay? Especially, me as a coach and teacher of our Cert 3 and 4, I definitely encourage you guys to get a wide berth of experience and not just rely on us or the gym that you're actually doing your certificate out of. Now, the gym you do your certificate out of, your partner gym, this is the gym where you get access to. Depending on the gyms and the gym owners' regulations and opening hours and facility policies, you'll get access to shadowing their clients, real sessions, assisting, and for your own lifting and training as well, also to build your own placement hours. So that's an opportunity as well for you guys to be exposed to a wide variety of different opportunities and different types of clientele that you may, some may want to work with athletes, some may want to work with general population, elderly, children, kids. There's the beautiful thing is each facility works with a wide variety of people, which will be able to offer pretty much everybody the opportunity to kind of tap into whatever population they're interested in, or even better, just get a wide variety of experiences, because we understand that when you're new and starting a new skill, you want to get a wide scope of experiences. Because some of you may not know. I don't know what population I want to work with. I don't know what niche. I don't know if I want to niche out. That thing that people say you gotta find a niche. Maybe you just know that this is something you really need to do, but you don't know exactly what path you're gonna take. That's completely okay. But the best thing is this experience, and our experience prioritizes you guys understanding or getting exposed to that wide skill set. So when you come out of it at the end, you're like, oh, I can't, now that I tried that, I now know and more confident, okay, I think I want to try this path now and see where that leads me. So that's where we really understand that is important for a lot of you, is that you may not want to know, you may not know, and by going through this experience, you may get to learn to know on which path is best for you. So lastly, we have the online, we have the practical classes, which run every week for 4 hours. They are compulsory. They usually run on a weekend morning, particularly a Saturday morning is a common one. However, every certificate is different. All you need to do is partition out 4 hours per week. That's it. That is your compulsory commitment per week. 4 hours are out of 168 hours. Reality is, whether you're a parent, whether you're a busy studying full-time worker who's doing full-time and study, majority of people can make that work. Okay, this is why the upfront commitment is not high, dozens of hours, but that is the opportunity. A lot of our classes are also recorded as a benefit, and most of the students that end up coming out of our Cert 3-4 end up with jobs and job opportunities at the end of it, particularly at the facility that they ended up doing their placement and their certificate out of. And some of these facilities are really incredible. And some people, some coaches who have already been in the industry for years would kill for a job at some of these facilities that our Cert 3-4 students are getting offered at the end of it, because they get to build relationships and rapport and trust with the gym owners and with other head coaches there. And so you can almost fast track your ability to progress in this industry if you turn up, you're consistent, you ask questions, and you show up consistently outside of the hours for placement and shadowing. You show that you care and you're invested. By the end of it, you might be in an incredible position that some coaches who have already been in the industry for 3-4 years would love to be in. So that's a general overview of our course. We have our practicals, we have our online. There's going to be some other videos on this page. We'll go into detail about some other subjects about exactly about our practical classes. So you can stay tuned and watch those ones as well. Otherwise, check out our FAQ page as well for any other questions that we may have missed or you may not have seen yet. And be sure to watch the rest of the videos and content and written materials on our website before you dive in to seeing if we're a great fit for you or not, and getting on the phone and signing up and being a part of the Orphic Education Certificate 3 and 4 experience.